Southeast Asian Epicenter qualifiers. In the upper bracket currently, you have Team Faceless and Clutch Gamers. Those two are going to play off against each other tomorrow night. 20 hours roughly from right now, those two teams will be playing against each other. And then you had HappyFeet, who get a who get a default win over TNC because TNC have pulled out of the Epicenter qualifiers. So right now, there's actually only 5 teams left in the qualifiers as a whole, and Fnatic and Mineski, two of the traditionally and perennially top teams of Southeast Asia, and obviously that's been changing a little bit over the past couple of weeks with these other teams moving forward. They're facing elimination. You certainly don't want to have that happen going into TI season. If any of these teams want any chance of a TI invite, they've got to perform well here. And we've had some roster shuffles as well that have kind of accentuated these things. There was obviously the big one that followed Kiev immediately, where you have things like Miracle moving to Fnatic and Mushi moving to Mineski, so basically switching positions as far as that's concerned. Now Ohio no longer playing with Mushi in spite of that track record of playing together for a really long time. And then DJ's here for Fnatic now as well. And then most recent addition, which happened just very recently, was Mag being added onto that Mineski lineup. I think that this is going to be his second series playing with Mineski. So I'm excited to see how that all works out as well. A lot of cool things for these teams as far as their sort of switches and all that other stuff. It's great. I'm excited. I can't wait. Other big things to keep in mind, we do still have the natural heroes that are going to be banned out here. For Fnatic, they're going to get their Earth Spirit taken away. DJ just known for completely wrecking havoc with that one. And then likewise on the other side of things, it's actually going to be Darkseer, which is one of the most banned out heroes against Mineski. They tend to get it banned out against them very often. But Fnatic are actually going to be the ones that take away the Ursa by drafting it themselves. That is also one of the most banned heroes that people have been trying to just take away whenever possible. Very cohesive and consistent part of the Fnatic drafts is getting that Ursa if they can have it. Other takes now. The Clockwork taken by Mineski. I kind of wonder if this is going to be into a Shadow Fiend, and maybe you can run the like Shadow Fiend abuse thing from Mineski. We've seen Clockwork be really effective in other ways, and they are going to do it. So my guess is if they've practiced this, you can tend to get around 18 to 21 souls, depending upon how efficient you are with laying down the cogs and using shrines and moving out of the base and all that fun stuff. But it does make things a little bit tougher for Fnatic. Like, Lina is still going to be able to have
10 seconds
remaining. I don't know if she's going to be able to have an incredibly good time. It might still be tough because, like, one of the big ways that you can cause trouble as a Lina is you can outrange somebody and just cause a bunch of right-click harassment. And Shadow Fiend doesn't have terrible range. He's also going to be hitting a lot harder than the Lina is in the early stages with all the bonus souls. And now you've also got this situation where Lina can kind of just, you know, spam out waves if you get enough levels. But if Shadow Fiend's denying everything, that might not be available to you. And I think that's why you do see this Tusk taken out for Fnatic, a hero that DJ can use to roam around, make things happen in the mid lane. So Lina mid, Ursa in the safe lane, still looking for that off lane hero. Mineski could ban out potentially the Magnus, something that helps to, you know, keep the Ursa relevant in terms of his farm. You could look for more of a team fight oriented thing instead, and go for, not exactly sure, maybe just like hard lockdown. You take a Legion commander. That wouldn't be terrible. You haven't revealed what the safe lane is yet for Mineski, but you don't necessarily have to have something that's incredibly hard to deal with. So we will see. We will see indeed. But they're going to ban out the Tidehunter, and they're going to take the safe lane Venge. Really good at kiting out the Ursa. That's definitely a big part of it, and like Vengeance Aura with Shadow Fiend. It feels like they're really just playing all-around Mushi in this one. Excuse me, what am I talking about? You can still do a lot with everybody else.
5 seconds remaining.
So last pick now, still the off lane.
Reserve time.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. There's not a lot of great answers left. DJ's going to have to be sort of scratching the bottom of the barrel for this one. The Tidehunter would have been an interesting pick. Omni Knight, been banned out in the first phase. Like, Legion's the main one that's left, but I don't know if that's great. And, like, the Venge also sort of takes away the opportunity for a Batrider. And, like, what are you really trying to do in this game? I feel like you need a Legion just because you need a hero that's going to scale a little bit better, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to open up my Monster Energy drink. Oh, the sellout. The sellout is real. That's great. I actually woke up at 9 o'clock this morning, which was, what is that, like 20 hours ago or something like that? So I'm going to be in for a good night of Dota. I can't wait. Cannot freaking wait. Centaur is still a pick as well. That gives you some of the initiation that you might be lacking otherwise. They've just done a really good job of banning out all the offlaners. For my money, I would take... Wow. So aggro tri-lane then. They're going to try, or at least dual lane, and then it's a straight-up Tusk off lane. Very interesting decisions here. I kind of like it. Miracle is going to take the Ursa, and then it's going to be safe lane Veno, QO playing on the Lina. No, okay, no. It's still going to be there. Yeah, okay. I was wondering if they were going to try and switch this up and like change the people that are on it again. But as it stands,
10 seconds.
Going
remaining.
into game number 1 of this elimination lower bracket
5
matchup.
seconds remaining.
Mineski facing off against Fnatic. And I think it's going to be a good one. I want to see how much 3-4-3 can get done on this Riki. Always a hero that you run into some problems with nowadays. You try to roam around, you make things happen, but then you end up in a situation where, like, you're level 3 at 10 minutes and you just feel bad about your life. You get the tome and you're still not up to level 6. Not that he necessarily needs it a ton, but I don't know. You can see the synergy here, right? Like Clockwork, Cogs, throw down the cloud, CM ulti maybe over the top of it. It's all good, hunky-dory. And it is going to be the Ohio Veno. So what's going to be his goal here? Like, I think you just need to jungle, honestly. Maybe you jungle and then you stick, like, Tusk there to stay alive in lane. Or maybe the Rubik? I don't know. It's so hard to imagine how you're going to get anything done with this. Febby is going out with 2 sentry wards as well as an obs. Now, some of this could just be because they want to have 2 sentry wards, one for the Riki and then in the mid lane, and then, you know, one for the laning phase as well. But I was wondering if he was going to try and attempt to block off some camps. Looks like he's just going to place one mid. But yeah, the Ohio, he goes for boots first. This looks like a Nature's Prophet build. Tangos and Clarity. Why not? And then as far as Mineski is concerned, Raging Potato, he's going to be on the Vengeful Spirit. It's a Mag Clockwork. Jaboogie CM. And so far, they have been able to hit it pretty well. Yeah, getting 3 per is what you want to look for on this. So having already up to 12, it shows me they've been practicing a lot. You can get another round of this, but they actually don't have another person with them. So because CM is left, they're not going to be able to get it anymore. Ward placed down over here to the side. So SF goes to lane with 12 souls.
Begins.
Can't make another round of it. It's going to be Ohio still picking up the bounty rune. This is a dangerous lane for him with all the stuns they've got. And it looks like the Tusk actually is still holding on to his 2 sentries. So he didn't place one mid. I guess that he's thinking that Mushi can still handle the aggression that's coming regardless. I mean, he starts off this lane really great. It's going to be 74 damage right off the bat. And, well, this is what they want to do instead. Place some pressure up here onto Ohio. The Frostbite up as well as the Magic Missile. There's more than enough damage to find a kill. And they can also try and force back Mag a little bit. He does have cogs to keep him a little bit safer. And this is what we should expect out of this laning phase, is Shadow Fiend having a really good time. But Ohio going to be forced back again by Adam. And everybody is chilling for the moment. Shards thrown out. This ward is kind of interesting again. They didn't end up taking down that tree, but it still has pretty good vision of all of this area here. But yeah, great start so far, and Veno kind of held in here to the side. They're going to be able to go for some body blocks. Adam trying to slow him down, but Ohio still very speedy, will be able to make his escape. And this is going to be a nice pull gotten off. Ohio isn't going to get any part of the experience for it either. This is a great laning stage right here for the very start for Mineski. Ooh, that would have been a nice catch if they could have caught him. But not quite there. In the meantime, Mag 4 and 6 in his offlane versus the 0-0 Venomancer, who now is going to be caught here and continuing to just take this harassment damage. Stuck at level 1. He's not getting anything. Oh, man. And Mushi? He's just diving for this one. Gets first blood behind the tier 2 tower. Mushi picking that one up in a big way. And I don't think that Tusk is going to get here in time to punish at all. So you have two supports who are stuck at level 1 right now. Really, rather a support and an off lane that are stuck at level 1. Yeah, this is really bad. And if Mag keeps on getting levels like this, like Rubik is a great hero against Clockwork, be able to pull him out of those cogs and such, but I don't know. Lina has now started to dominate the lane though, and this is the good part. QO 14 and 7. Mushi's been struggling. But that kill certainly is going to be the deciding factor in a lot of ways. Still is a Fairy Fire. QO could think about making something happen here with the rotation that's coming in soon. Although he doesn't have any more mana right now for another Dragon Slave, so. Meanwhile, the Ricky, level 2 in his own right. He's going to pass over a salve for his friend. Well done, well done, well done. Raging Potato, they're going on to Ohio, and, well, this is a pretty big problem. They even saved the stun for posterity. Raging Potato not feeling like he needs to use it. And Shard's not going to catch on to Mushi. He hits one raise, a couple other right clicks. Going to back out again. And he just doesn't feel super comfortable in this lane right now. Top. Thought about going on to Mag. Still had cogs available. Didn't want to end up using it there. And in the meantime, level 3 CM. How are the other rest of the levels going right now? Still about a level advantage. Even Ricky having a decent time of it. You almost have level 3 now as well there. Venomancer has his level 3 now and deciding what he wants to put his skills in. Ricky might have been able to go for that courier snipe, but not quite there in time. Is there a bottle on this? No, okay, he's not bottle crowing. But nonetheless, 4.5 minutes in, there's a little call saying that there's people in the area. Miracle trying to find the Clockwork as he went back up, but Mag had a sight set over on the bounty rune. Takes the long route around. Does not want to get caught out there, and of course, this ward given good vision for the Radiant, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
not able to find that kill on the Clockwork yet. Adam. They are thinking about diving Ohio yet again, and there is a body block. There is some damage. They have the poison wards up on the high ground. It's only level 1. DJ is there to try and get the lift, and Raging Potato taking some damage. He switch over. Creep aggro is able to do it, but will he be able to survive? The stick charges are there, and he will live. So no chance at a comeback. Mineski are just... Fnatic don't have an answer. This off lane has just gone terribly for Ohio. The other thing too about this is that like the 1-1-1 build, I feel like he thinks that he needs to get a lot more points into wards now. But I think that Mineski is doing a really good job of recognizing that they can punish this because, I mean, the wards just drop so quickly. I mean, look at this. It's free gold for Raging Potato. But of course, you need to get those wards up, help to defend your tower, and just make sure that you don't completely lose the off lane. It's just this awkward spot until he gets more points up. Now level 2, it will last a little bit longer. He still might end up going down, creating this little buffer zone for himself, and now the rest of the rotation's coming in as well from Fnatic. This is not scouted. So Raging Potato, if he is not careful, might end up going down. There is a Ricky way back behind enemy lines, wanting to get this courier snipe. He knows what's coming. There is this ward back behind here as well. And it looks like they're going to send it the long way around. Yeah, good decision right there as well by Fnatic. They won't end up getting caught out. Still a bit of a chase going on over here. Miracle did not end up going down. Mag living as well. And looks like Mineski just able to keep their one hero here and keep the tower alive. So kind of a wasted rotation so far unless they're able to find a kill on this Venge. Raging Potato maybe here might be the one that ends up going down, but the phase boots is out, and Ninja Boogie in the meantime takes down this the Lina as well. 0-4 start to this. And it is a almost 3,000 net worth lead at 7 minutes. All right, there's the catch. There's the jump. They want to go on him right here, but the swap out, keeping him alive. Ninja Boogie is there as well. They are going to snowball forward for this one, so Ninja Boogie going to be the one that ends up dropping. No other rotations are coming out right now from the rest of the side of Mineski, as Mushi running away will not be brought down. Looks like Venge will live as well. Clockwork making that rotation.
Radiant's middle tower is under
does not
attack.
end up going for the hook as of yet. He's actually getting body blocked by the creep and misses the hook shot as well. So nice play right there as well by QO, keeping himself alive. And, well, Adam walks into a bear.
I didn't want to be seen like this.
So 8-minute mark. Keep our eyes on these level 6s coming up. Shadow Fiend, Mushi is, in spite of the start with the nice cogs and everything else, has been struggling a lot still. At least in terms of like getting ran at and pushed out of lane constantly. The plus side is that Lina hasn't been completely focused on farming either, so it's not like he's far behind the opposing mid, which is the nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With Ursa missing and off the map in this smoke rotation. Feels like they want to make something happen here. They have a snowball available. Do they spot anybody? They're up there on the high ground. They don't have vision. They will find Ninja Boogie, but that's it. So the Venge will get out. Big rotation, a lot of heroes here. And I don't think they can get Roche. They might be able to push down this tower, though, in the top lane. Likewise, Mineski already looking to pressure down their own tower. Mushi's here as well. And they will start to bring it down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So double null tally on Lina, building back towards her Arcane Orb. Has Clockwork found him out though? Oh, Mag, with this rotation, this is going to be a really big pickup. Battery assault damage, not actually shared that much with the Centaur, and the pushback to kill. Mag finds it, making big plays
Bottom tower
in his not complete debut, but, you know, one of his earlier matches with the team. That's a really big kill. You will see the tower go down here up in the top in Ohio. Unfortunately, ends up missing the last on the tower. It happens.
Under attack.
But this might be a good time for Clockwork to think about popping a Clarity. Doesn't need to go for it necessarily. They're set up for the mid lane yet again.
Got it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Do have vision here. QO shows up. Dragon Slave out. They're still in an area to contest this and fight. There isn't a ton of vision here from the Radiant. You know, it's interesting the way that they're trying to play this with Miracle. He's actually not getting any points up or any. Oh God, Mag's dead. I think the cogs are there, which he can throw out if he wants, but they're not getting like an early Morbid Mask or anything on the Ursa to try and get towards Roshan. Instead, it's Blink Dagger. Like, he wants to play this fighting style. Switch over to the net worth now. He's still topping it. Shadow Fiend and Venge up there as well. Meanwhile, down bottom, Mushi, or rather DJ, getting a little bit of love for himself now. Farming time there, and as well as getting levels. Raging Potato. He is in the area with Miracle. They do not spot him behind the trees if they show themselves. All right, now they do have some vision there. These wards are down by the Dire, so they see everything that's happening currently. They have Adam here as well. They're thinking about going, but it's a scary one. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to tempt fate, at least for now. Maybe with CM, like, you could try and go. Miracle, he spots all, like, everybody has perfect vision. They all know what's going on. They're pretending like they don't. But Radiant have a ward back here. Dire have a ward right here. It's all happening. In the meantime, this opens up some space for Mag to try and push out the bottom lane again. Now Hyo, now a little ways from everybody else. They go for a dust. They're not going to find the Riki. He's on top of Ohio still. More wards placed down. Shadow Fiend is starting to make his movement up as well. The shard's not going to connect onto these guys. Very slow, strange siege to this.
Radiant's middle tower.
Another ward will be placed down up on the high ground. They spot all these heroes. Like, I think that this is perfectly fine for Mineski. They're going to force back one now. QO is here. That might mean that you could think about going right now for Mineski, and you're sort of in that position with Adam. Ursa's still in the area. Miracle showing back up. There's still damage being dealt towards this mid lane. Clockwork hooks in, able to find the Lina. A battle going on the top side as well. Maybe. No, they're not actually going for it. Instead, just find the kill on the Lina. Now they catch on to Adam. Blink strikes away. Miracle jumps forward. They throw out the stun. Silence now. Onto two. The CM ulti as well. Gonna be lifted. Pulled back in. Now DJ, after stealing the Clockwork hook, also gets the CM ulti. Taunted up, baby. You deserve it. That was really well played by DJ. So breaks the CM ulti after having stolen hookshot and then also stole freezing field, and now finally they're going to be rewarded with the tier 2 tower. But they did still lose the Lina there, and top of the net worth is going to be the Shadow Fiend. Mushi ready to be on a roll here, going for the early BKB for himself. Meanwhile, Mag finishing off the Hand of Midas and being brought out to him shortly. Smoke movement. They would love to be able to take that CM ulti off of the Rubik if they could find a kill, but he is not even in the area anymore, and it looks like with this smoke, they, I believe, spotted out for a second there the Riki possibly. There's so many wards around this area. Like, the fact that there's all this vision here really made that push a lot more difficult to make anything happen with it. And Mushi can't really feel comfortable like walking around freely with this Invis rune either, because he has a Riki on his team, so he knows that there's likely to be vision in the area. Raging Potato going for the burning build as the hood, trying to TP away. Oh, it's not going to happen. He was very tanky, but snowball connected, and that was a very dead vengeful spirit. It's sort of weird though, right? Like, you know that this is where all this pressure has been. They are going to find a jump now onto that Rubik, and that's a big kill. They wanted that one certainly, but Mag now actually caught in the shards, and well, Miracle's going to jump in with them. Is in a little bit of trouble now as well. Can they actually keep him alive? They drop down the smoke screen as well. The Requiem Souls come out. That's going to dissuade Fnatic from going any further forward, at least for the moment. And Roche going in as well. They are going to throw out another shards, connects onto Adam, but you just have the Blink Strike Array. right. Still a lead for Mineski. Not as tremendous relative to the amount of time that we've been in the game as we had earlier. As Fnatic have sort of found their groove over the past couple minutes here, and they're starting to ramp up the aggression. With the Morbid Mask done, a pick-off here would mean Roshan for Fnatic. I mean, hell, they could even think about trying to pressure it themselves at least a little bit, but Mag's in the area. He has Hook. That could be tough. Adam just going to be there to break the smoke for Heroes, and, well, they didn't end up popping the dust right away. So that smoke is not going to amount to anything. And Ohio still holds the top lane. Ward Vision. Ohio sees a lot. Are they really just going to walk into this? They can't, right? I feel like Fnatic are just not really comfortable doing anything right now. Like, they want to find a pick, but then they don't end up finding it. The smoke play kind of backfires. It's a really awkward position at this point, because they very clearly want to do Roshan, but you can't really sneak it, and you also aren't really... I guess Ohio is that hero to force the towers with his wards, like the slow siege that comes with that. And then you're eventually just going to be able to burn him down. Adam, Walrus punched. Still fine. But likewise, Mineski are pretty happy at this point, I think, to go for split pushing and maybe finding a pick if somebody heads back too early.
Boom! There it goes.
Force staff done. What are we looking on items? Andamitis was done for Clockwork. We talked about this. Looks like Venge is the medallion now on top of the hood. I mean, it's just like, look at how much more you're getting out of the map right now with Mineski. Over the past, there hasn't been a fight since Ricky ended up killing off Rubik all that time ago, and they've gained about 2,000 net worth just because they're like grouped up as 4 or 5 but not really doing much, and then they also can't take Roshan. It's just a really hard spot to be in right now for Fnatic.
Coming in.
So, 7-7, 18 minutes into this one.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Raging Potato has the beginnings of a Force Staff on his mind, and now they're going to try and see if they can push down this tower finally. It is not taking a whole lot of damage, but in the meantime, Mushi takes the bottom tier too, so it's like, what's really happening? They can't, like, there's furious pinging coming out. I feel like if I was Fnatic, I'd be so upset at this point. They're like, all right, we're going to commit. We're going to take this tower. We've had enough. And now the tier 2 tower going down the mid lane. I don't know. I don't know if they can actually, like, force this more quickly than the Shadow Fiend is. And Mag is back here as well to try and take this fight if they do decide to come back in force. So still the tier 2 tower is not taken top. Mushi has managed to take down 2 tier 1s. And I just feel like Fnatic haven't done anything for the past like 5 minutes. I don't know, this is a weird game. This is a very, very strange one. The lead, since we talked about it before, has continued to be accentuated. The 2 towers taken in conjunction with just more efficient farming around the map and jungle has led to a 7,500 net worth lead. It's like, it's not often that you see a team just build that type of a lead. And maybe it's Mag's presence, like not showing on the map and farming jungle, that they don't feel safe farming around the map. That's probably part of it, along with the Ricky. Like, not seeing those 2 heroes means that they always have to be careful because they could find pickoffs. And speaking of pickoffs, looks like it might be about time for Ohio to get ran at. They decide to go on this. Clockwork looking for his angle. Could potentially go there onto them, but it looks like he's holding back for the moment. Debbie showing as well. Adam, I mean, he's giving all the vision in the world for this, and if Ohio's not careful, he will get taken down.
Radiant's top tower
Bottom lane
is
trades out for a tier 1 tower as well. QO finds that one, but likewise, Mineski able to take a tier 1 on top.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
TP rotations, Mag looking for the opening now. He does see a DJ. There's going to be the catch. They throw out the Laguna Blade. Mag just 4 steps away, does not want to get taken down there, and will end up being able to go down. DJ throws out his own cogs, but now he's in some trouble himself. That's another kill. And right now, I mean, it's a BKB down for Shadow Fiend, which is not the best. And I'm not sure if I love the Shadow Blade pickup either for him, considering there's a Riki in the game and you already know that there's going to be a lot of, like, reveal in the area. Maybe a Dragon Lance there feels better. So I still think that there's ways for this Fnatic draft to work, but if you're 20 minutes into the game and Roshan has not been taken with an Ursa, it's really rough. And Lina goes down. Yeah, it's tough. So Fnatic with their fatwa against the tier 2 tower here in the top lane. Mushi checking if there is any in the area. Miracle drop down to half HP, pops the enrage. Is he going to end up going down? I don't think so, but they'll force him back yet again. Febby in the meantime, well, they end up bringing down QO yet again, and now more trouble coming in. Adam might end up going down because of this, so they end up trading it 1 for 1. But it's the Riki for the Lina, and it's the Lina's Bloodstone, which is now down to just 5 charges.
Good.
Like, I'm wondering if they misclicked the last pick Veno or something, because I don't understand why you take Veno there. They took a long time choosing what they wanted as their heroes as well.
I deserve this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, tier 2 tower still being run at. This has been the longest of sieges. Oh, Mag, and he's found him again. Raging Potatoes there. This is like, oh, God. I don't even know anymore. This is so hard for them to just do anything at all. And Ohio gonna get ran down, beaten to death by Mag. He doesn't have hook shot, but he's still chasing them aggressively as if he does. Mineski don't give a damn. They're ready to keep this run-in train going. Smoke was, I believe, within range. And now they're going to run into Miracle here. He's going to head off towards the south. They actually are going to find DJ first. He did not live long. Rubik got taken down very rapidly. And now it's going to be the Shadow Fiend instead who takes the first Roshan potentially. They have vision in the area that sees this happening, but I don't know if they can stop it, honestly. It's going too quickly. Nobody is here to come and contest. They have the hook shot to catch now onto the Tusk as well. Miracle's in no man's land. They're just going to run out at him again. And, well, there's the jump in, but going to be pushed back out by the Cogs. Mushi might be able to run him down one shot. Is it going to be a kill? They swap him back in. There's the lift coming out from the Rubik. Another swap stolen. DJ trying to save a life. It was a good play, but not good enough. And now DJ also in trouble. CM ulti coming. The Wave of Terror and the Nova to finish him off as well. Mineski are showing no mercy here in this one. Mag has just been playing out of his mind this game. 6-1-4 on the clockwork as Mushi is beating down the tower. They have Aegis still in hand, ready to continue just this continued destruction of everything Fnatic. God. Well, where do you go from here? Got 3 Bloodstone charged Lina. Oh no. Oh no. Did they find him? He doesn't have, his TP boots are on cooldown. Not Riki. They have found Febby. He is gone. QO shows himself to this detriment as, well, he's going to be brought down yet again. Oh. I really, it does really feel like there was some miscommunication at some point. I don't know what it was, but like the offlane Venomancer, who was basically solo, he just wasn't put in a position to succeed. And I really feel like there might have been some type of a misclick thing or something. We saw that just the other day in the Mouse Sports game where they accidentally misclicked and picked a Beastmaster. I don't know, maybe it's something that they've been running.
Death's bounty.
Let's see. In the last 3 months, they've run Venomancer twice, and the last time was 20 days ago. And it looks like it was the mid-Veno, if I'm not mistaken, so seems unlikely.
Money to burn.
And they can just do whatever they want. Mineski dotting their I's, crossing their T's. They're going to back out afterwards and be ready to just focus on taking down this tower here. Mushi still with the Aegis in hand. We're still 2 minutes away before that gets reclaimed.
Radiant's top tower.
It's about to be a butterfly SF on top of all the other problems that they've got. Yeah, this ain't feeling good if you are a Fnatic fan. Like QO had to, Alright, well, another opening soon to be there for Mag. They have Rocket Flare as well to get a little bit of vision if they want to, and you know, also push out these lanes simultaneously. Still with the 2 minutes left on the Aegis. I wouldn't mind, or rather a minute left on the Aegis. It might be a little bit too close now to try and go for a full-out high ground siege. On the plus side, Lina does have the use of Bloodstone now. It's off cooldown. So maybe that, you know, give a little bit of heal for his team. Could be a game-changing maneuver. All right, Adam building towards that Diffusal Blade. 1,000 gold away from it roughly. You got Solar Crest and Shadow Blade coming out from the Venge. Interesting. We are 30 seconds away from that Aegis reclaimed. You have Hand of Midas almost done for the CM. A smoke play now. This is actually really bad timing. If they go as the Aegis is down, it's like pretty much the worst time you could possibly go for Mineski. And Mushi is completely alone here. He feels safe. Well, it looks like they're just not going to do it. They're setting up to kill the Lina again. Oh, close one. There it is. So, Ricky going for the double ring of Aquila build. It's a pretty cool one. I think everybody's seen it at this point, but just for anybody that hasn't happened to, part of the reason this is so good is because you get the 10 damage, but you also get 9 agility, which is 9 extra damage, so ends up with, what is that, 19. Swap back in onto QO here. He's going to be caught. God, no. Oh, QO. He didn't even make him use an ulti. Oh, God. Jesus. But the other reason it's nice is the Cloak and Dagger. You get the added agi damage multiplier. That was so depressing. He just like immediately pops it. He has 1 Bloodstone charge right now, and it's on cooldown. He didn't even get to heal his team. All right, good 4-step forward. Not gonna do anything though. Jesus. Well, 30 minutes in. Lina's still up there in net worth, which blows my mind. Like, he's going for the respawn talent as well, so he's gonna be back. Like, he keeps on coming back, no matter how many times you knock him down. And he's only 4,000 net worth behind the Shadow Fiend. Considering he's died 8 times and doesn't have a kill, QO has been playing this as about as well as you could have. All right, here we go. Raging Potato, where you at? 4 step away. They're not going to get him. There's the pushback. Oh, Frostbite, Silence as well. The CM multi, they snowballing them all into it. The Clockwork Hook is going to connect. Shards is there as well. Not actually doing all that much. That's going to end up being TJ. Staying alive for a moment. End up stealing Requiem. Throws it back now, almost bringing down Adam, but it's still going to be Ursa and Lina dead. And now, well, Ohio might be able to get out, but oh, Lord. Lord. Lina died again. You don't have any more Bloodstone charges. And game is hard. Game is hard. Ninja Boogie has a Midas. Now. So yeah, I'll go back to it again since I didn't get to finish off the point fully. You get 19 damage from each of them, plus you also get the bonus damage from the 9 agility twice over. I wonder, do you think when that Bloodstone popped down bottom, he was trying to hit his Force Staff instead? Like double task? I wouldn't have worked like that. Anyways. So, 32 minutes into the game, 20,000 net worth lead, 20,000 experience lead. It definitely blows my mind how far QO has been able to remain, but it is still the problem of the Venge being significantly higher net worth, the Shadow Fiend being significantly higher net worth, pretty much everybody having a great time of it. Your Shadow Fiend BKB is down to 7 seconds. Ohio does a lot of damage, sort of. No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. He has a Bracer and a Ghost Scepter with the Force Staff. I guess he has a Veil too. It's tough. Level 15, it's still another level before he gets that 75 damage count, which is pretty nice. But it looks like he's also been going for more of like the magical damage side. But QO, 2,000 gold on him. Almost the Blink Dagger there for the Tusk. Bottom lane, it is Avenge completely alone here, but now you're starting to bring in the rest of them. They do end up not quite hitting with the Dusk. Miracle thinks he's safe here, but he is definitely not. And Adam, with one swift hit to the back of the head, takes him down. Now Ohio being chased down by his former friend. Mushi is there. Oh, God. Oh, in mid, Requiem comes out from DJ. It was a valiant attempt. Doesn't really end up amounting to much, and Ninja Boogie can keep this pressured out. Lina wanting to build up the Bloodstone charges, but forced to TP away. They force back some rotations as well, but Clockwork gets the deny on the tower. And like I said, Mineski dotting their I's, crossing their T's. They are going to take down Roshan and make sure they do not throw this game away. And that's really all that could happen at this point. 8-21. It's been a stomp. It's been a stomp and a half. And the thing that's crazy about it too is, like I said, it was just like all of this time. You know what's so funny about that? That was the tower that they spent like 15 minutes trying to take down, and at the end of the day, Clockwork denies it. It's just incredibly emblematic of what has gone wrong for Fnatic in this game. And Febby gonna get almost 3-shot. We'll be able to get one Walrus Punch, but Adam ends up finding the kill in the end.
You didn't see that coming.
Me oh my oh man. Now, they do spot out Adam. There's a ward over here. Tusk is going to buy back into the game. That takes away any hopes of a Blink Dagger in any shape or form, but they need to hold high ground here. They cannot afford to give it away. Maybe they can hope to hang on to their barracks, because if you step too far forward, then maybe you can get, you know, caught in a cogs and a pushback, or not a cog, excuse me, a shard and a pushback, something else. There's a good play. They're going to be able to catch on to Mushi, but now they've used the Venom ulti and nobody is down. Jump in, tricks the trades, lots of damage. Dead Miracle buys back instantly. They want to fight. They want to kill him off. Raging Potato is just taking no damage. Look at this. They don't give a damn. They're out of there. Didn't even pop his hood. Cool as a cucumber. Mineski just gonna back out again. And now, like, if you can win a fight, things go quickly back into your favor. Adam is just tempting fate and saying, come at me, folks. He checked. They don't have any dust. They have no reveal in this game right now. And now, Ninja Boogie, they catch. There's the cogs almost there. Force Staff trying to keep Febby alive. Not going to happen. That's a dieback. Have you ever seen an Ursa do less in your life? He has no ability to kill these heroes off. There's two freaking taking. Even Ninja Boogie is going to live. They do jump forward. Miracle trying to find that kill, but Ninja Boogie forced down to the low ground. He stays alive as well. DJ comes in for the Fade Bolt, but GG, well played, gets called with no regard for human life. Mineski rip their throats out and take the game. It was disgusting. 37 minutes. And I feel like it was just so much of that time spent up towards the top lane. Like, again, where is it? Let's try and take a look at the it would have been, I can't find it. These things don't have what I'm looking for. But it was like right here, this point right here. You pick up a Shadow Blade from Mushi, and they just don't feel safe. And then at this point, they stopped running themselves at the tower. I really do wonder if it was honestly like a misclick on that last pick, because you look at the game. It's literally last pick for Fnatic. They need an offlaner. They have Febby on. They have the Tusk. They have Rubik. They have Ursa. They have Lina. Veno doesn't solve like any of those issues. I honestly feel like it could have been that. And we've seen it happen before. There's, maybe a chance that you end up picking the wrong hero or something. But regardless, whatever ends up being the case, I think another thing to show off here, Mag 10-1-12, QO 0-10-4. Some of that was Mushi getting a nice start with the cogs. But this Clockwork pick here for Mag, it just seemed to fit the bill beautifully. It's something that Europe has been running